The paper states that recent months have seen AI labs locked into an out-of-control race to develop and deploy ever more powerful digital minds that no one, not even their creators, can understand, predict, or reliably control.
Hello, Melvin? I mean, Mr. Gates? This is Brunhilde, Bezo's personal assistant. You may remember we met last month at the Eyes Wide Shut party. Bezo wanted me to call you and tell you that your attendance is required tonight. Your attendance is required at Pentaveret 1, the airship, for the AI implementation meeting, and subsequent plans to blame the AI to collapse the world economy. And by the way, I'm very sorry about your divorce to Belinda.
Hey Bezo, how you been? I haven't been invited to one of these meetings since we gave that thing to the world in 2020 that was based on nothing. How you look great, Bezo. Congratulations on the enormity of your success. They don't let me get any richer, but they're letting you get richer. Hey Bezo, hey, how we gonna screw these people this year? Bezo, is that what this meeting is about?
Oh, hi, Melvin. Yes, Melvin. Of course, that's what this meeting is about. You saw that little George Soros is giving the keynote address. Have you ever attended a meeting on Pentaveret 1, the airship, Melvin, that wasn't about the next way we're going to screw these people over?
Bezo, why we gotta screw these people over all the time? Can't we just be nice to these people once in a while? I got enough money, you got enough money. Why are we always plotting ways to screw these people over, Bezo?
Melvin, sit down here, Melvin. Sit next to me, Melvin. You ask the same damn question every single time. This is our role, Melvin. It's your role. How do you think you got so rich? Why do you think you were handed the DOS prompt? You're not smart enough, Melvin, to come up with that on your own. You were handed what you were given, if that makes any sense. It's our role here. Stop asking me the same damn question every single meeting.
I know, Bezo, I know. My daddy, Bill Gates Sr., William Henry Gates II, my daddy explained our role to me as a kid. I know. Can't we just help him out one time? I want to use my money one time to set up like a little charity on the corner of a Seattle neighborhood, and they shut it down. They said they'd take all my money away, Bezo, if I ever tried to help these people again.
You know you're not to help these people, Melvin. That's what we learned before anything else. Just simply keep moving your money through the Belinda and Melvin P. Foundation between charities that don't need the money. You send your money to the Harvard Endowment. It sends its money to the Ford Foundation. Keep rotating the money around just as you were taught, Melvin, in a way that creates tremendous tax write-offs for us but benefits no one. I shouldn't have to tell you that, Melvin.
I know, Bezo. My charity is the most famous in the world, but they don't even let me inside. I don't run anything. It's in my name. Daddy set it up a long time ago when he was still here, just to make a mockery of it for the people. They put us in a $300 million building, and then we're supposed to say we're a charity. And what's that word, Bezo? Phil what? Are we supposed to be? Phil what?
Fucking A, Melvin. You're a philanthropist.
Oh, yeah. Daddy taught me that word. We're philanthropists. I got it, Bezo. Thanks, Bezo.
Don't forget, Melvin, you're not to say anything publicly about your supposed charity. Where the money's going, where it's coming from, you are not to say a damn word. Direct anybody that asks about money flows to the Office of Public Relations inside the foundation that bears your name.
Yeah, I know, Bezo, I got it. I don't understand what happens in my own foundation anyway, so how can I answer any questions about it? All I know is we send our money to a bunch of rich people that don't need the money, and then those rich people send the money back to us, and every time it goes back and forth like a tennis match, we get tax write-offs. That's all I know. I ain't gonna answer no questions. I got it, Bezo.
All right, Melvin, I trust you won't screw it up this time. Did you prepare for this meeting? Did you read the white papers and do the research that we sent on how we are going to use the implementation of AI to reset the world economy and to blame the world's ills on this AI? Are you ready for the meeting, Melvin?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, I heard that our new beta version of the new Xbox was done, and I went and got one. They almost threw me out. They didn't know who I was. I said, I own this plant and this place. They, who the hell are you? They said, I said, I'm Melvin P. And then when they realized who I was, eventually, right before they were going to throw me out, they gave me the beta version of the new Xbox with the new games. It's not even in the Best Buy yet. So I've been doing that, Bezo, for 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
All right, Melvin, just don't say anything once the meeting starts. Never raise your hand. I'll fill you in on what you need to know, okay?
Thanks, Bezo. You're a good friend. Are they going to serve us lunch, Bezo?
Ladies and gentlemen, future historians look back on this day as the beginning of a new era.
Meeting call to order. Meeting call to order. Take your seats. Everyone, you have known me in the past as Little George Soros. I have lived these last few years on various planes of hell. As you see, my power has increased exponentially. I will tell you what the future holds for the human being and what you, the minions, will execute on our behalf over the next 10 to 20 years. We will use the AI to create the society and culture that we want.
Melvin, my God, Melvin, what are you doing? Put your hand down, Melvin.
No, Bezo, I can't understand him. I'm going to tell him I can't understand him. Therefore, by the year 2028, is that you, Melvin? That you have a question, Melvin? What is it? Yeah, hi, George. Stop it, Bezo. I'm going to tell him. George, your new demon form is very impressive, George, but I think I'm speaking for others here that we can't understand you very well in your demon form. Can you just materialize back into the old George that we knew, the earthly form? Oh, boy. Same old Melvin. This is why she left you, Melvin. Give me 10 seconds to transform.
Okay, Melvin, is this better for you, Melvin?
That's great, George. Bezo and I really appreciate you doing that for us, George.
As I was saying, the open letter circulated around the industry just this week, signed by the biggest names in our industry, such as Elon Musk. The open letter is a warning that there needs to be a 6-month moratorium on the advancement of AI. Large language models that surpass GPT-4 should not be allowed for a 6-month moratorium because many are expressing the dangers of AI. Of course, this is part of our ruse. We will let this AI that we control get out of control in the eyes of the populace. It will bring down currencies. It will bring down economies. We can play any scenario we want with an out-of-control and runaway AI, and it won't be our fault. We've been looking for the scapegoat. We've known it would be AI, and it's finally here.
This week, a ton of big names in the AI space all signed an open letter to pause the advancements of large language models that are more powerful than GPT-4 for at least 6 months. The paper states that recent months have seen AI labs locked into an out-of-control race to develop and deploy ever more powerful digital minds that no one, not even their creators, can understand, predict, or reliably control. The paper asks, should we let machines flood our information channels with propaganda and untruth? Should we automate away all the jobs, including the fulfilling ones? Should we develop non-human minds that might eventually outnumber, outsmart, obsolete, and replace us? Should we risk loss of control of our civilization? They go on to state powerful AI systems should be developed only once we are confident that their effects will be positive and their risks will be manageable. They call on all AI labs to immediately pause for at least 6 months the training of AI systems more powerful than GPT-4. They then say if such a pause cannot be enacted quickly, governments should step in and institute a moratorium. These protocols should ensure that systems adhering to them are safe beyond a reasonable doubt. They also say AI developers must work with policymakers to dramatically accelerate development of robust AI governance systems, including new and capable regulatory authorities dedicated to AI oversight and tracking of highly capable AI systems and large pools of computational capability, provenance and watermarking systems to help distinguish real from synthetic and to track model leaks, a robust auditing and certification ecosystem, liability for AI-caused harm, robust public funding for technical AI safety research, and well-resourced institutions for coping with dramatic economic and political disruptions. Now, this was published on the Future of Life Institute website, and this open letter was signed by some very prominent names, including Elon Musk, Steve Wozniak, Yuval Noah Harari. Well, prominent voice in the tech and AI scene, Robert Scoble, asked this question. Let's say USA pauses its AI development. Will China? No. Can we afford to fall 6 months behind?
Hey guys, it's really Matt this time, I think. We've looked at problem, reaction, solution a lot over the last decade or so. And if you're from Brooklyn and you want to sound really smart, you say the Hegelian dialectic. If you want to sound smart, where's the happy hour? Say Hegelian dialectic. I'm going to say problem, reaction, solution. But this is setting up for classic scripted problem, reaction, solution, where the AI just gets out of control. It won't be part of any plan or any script. Then they'll have to step in and put in one world systems, one world currencies. The AI will get out of control and cause this problem over here and this harm, and it'll cause this currency to collapse or whatever they decide to do with it. Then they can't be blamed. The government will say, we warned you, people in Silicon Valley, that this could get out of control. And these white papers were put out, and they tried to warn you. And you said you couldn't stop for your GPT or the Chad 5 and then the 6 and then the 7. Soon there'll be more Chads and GPTs than iPhone numbers. But see, China won't stop, and Baidu won't stop their implementation, so we can't stop. It's right from Eurotrip. Frommer's tried to warn you. Frommer's tried to warn you that this is a disgusting nude beach, but you didn't listen. Then they'll be laid blameless. They'll say, we tried. It's just right out of Animal House. When they take Flounder's car and they wreck it after seeing Otis, and Otter says, I'll swear you were doing a great job watching your brother's car. And when we came out, it was gone. The insurance company buys your brother a new car. They'll say the same. I'll swear that we wanted this AI to be contained, and we did everything right, but it got out of control because of just some bad apples in Silicon Valley. Lays the whole system blameless, then they'll have to step in and rewrite entire societies, culture, and economies to get a hold on the world again because of what the AI did, when they themselves planned it and conditioned the AI to do what it did. Oh boy, the off-the-grid people will look like geniuses if this ever happens. They'll have yet another scenario where, like in 2020, there's nothing to point at to blame, just invisible things floating around. There's no culprit, nowhere anger can be directed at. There's nothing you can see in the air. It's just a big V. And this is the same thing. There's nothing to point at. There's nothing you can wheel out into a police lineup. It's in the internet. It's broken free. The AI has caused all the problems. There's nothing that can be, no one can be punished. No one can be sent to jail. And all these minions and these governments, they just want to do what's right for the people. Oh my God. Thanks for listening.